Okay, well, I figured I'd make a demo video for the strength meter. And since I opened up a new session, had to abandon the old one, um, I figured I would demonstrate the opening technique again and also the strength meter and just to see how that works. And so, we have spun 37 times. The King of the Hill is basically one of these two double streets. Probably this one because this one has an STR of 4, which means it has 4 active numbers. We can see what numbers they are down here. That's what the strength meter is. It shows that this number's appeared once, this twice, and this has appeared 4 times. And those are the 4 numbers. This appeared 4 spins ago. The red is how many spins? 3 spins ago, 2 spins ago, and 14 spins ago. And the highest number represents the most immediate weakness in the double street because as of spin 27, this number will fall off. This active number will fall off, which means that there's 13 spins left before that happens. That's a pretty nice shot at this repeater here. Or in this case, it's an active number. This active number. And obviously 2, 3, and 4 is absolutely awesome for these repeaters. So this is what we've got. We've got a nice situation here. This number is a sleeper. So if it wakes up, great, but this is where our STR4 comes from. Here's the other sleeper. And this corresponds to number 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and 9. So, and it's always like that. It's in order down the streets. 1 street, 2 street. This is the left side. This is the right side on the double street. So, okay. So that's what we've got so far. So we haven't gotten any PLEs yet. We're gonna spin through until we get 2 PLEs and a distance of 6 hits from our nearest competition. And so let's see how much. I mean, obviously it's very early. There's going to be wild diversions. Most likely this won't end up being the King of the Hill. This looks like this is the scapegoat, and then it's going to be between this double street and this double street. But again, there's so much wild. It's not the sequence has not declared itself yet. So let's just get spinning here so we can get. Okay, well there we are. Not going to bet here because I don't have the criteria to begin betting. So I'm just going to spin through until we get 2 PLEs and again a distance of 6 hits from the nearest competition. And that is bias in my book. The beginning, the necessity of bias and stability. The key with opening is you need the random sequence to stabilize because it's too unpredictable when the sequence hasn't attained solidity. So I think that criteria is the definition of solidity. So, and we see double 31 to 36 only has a 3 STR, but it has caught up to the King of the Hill and now has passed it. And so I won't switch just yet. But if it gets another hit, I will. So now they're tied, and 4 to 9 is a better one. It's got a 5 STR, so I'll just stay here. It's not like I'm going to bet, but there's 31 to 36 again. Now, of course, we would prefer 31 to 36 to be our King of the Hill because it only has 1 neighbor. So I like that because that means it can only, as long as this stays strong, there's no access to the other side. Okay, it only has I mean, it only has that's weird. Why does it do that? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's because I was moving the mouse. I don't know. Anyway, it only has these 3 adjacent. Okay, every other double street has a total of, I mean, 6 adjacent numbers, but this one only has 3 adjacent numbers. And same with 1 to 6. So I prefer 1 to 6 and 31 to 36. So um, that's just a phenomenon. And I thought I would share that. But now that we've got this as, appears as King of the Hill, let's see if it stays. So let's hope it does. But no, there's 4 to 9 fighting back. So let's see what happens. All right, so it's a battle royale. Still have no PLEs. So, we got one. All right, so it's 1 to 6. Now we really like that because one, oh, it's not. I made that up. It's 22 to 27. Okay, so that's no threat to 31 to 36. It's not even a threat to the neighbor. So that's good. But most likely this is the next one. 25 to 30 is going to fall next. So hopefully we can fight over this street, from afar, and this double street will survive. Hopefully. But let's just see what happens. It's all speculation. It's too early to really say. So, okay, so we're definitely kicking butt. We need one more PLE before we're safe, or at least safer. And we have a distance of 3 right now. So. 22. 6. Well, now it's a distance of 2. So just keep spinning here. 9. 13. Okay. 26. 17. On fire. And hit again immediately. Okay, and there we are. So waiting for a second PLE here. Hit again immediately. So that's what happens. I mean, these STR figures and the flow is a very good indicator, a short-term indicator of where the RNG is going to land. It's excellent indicator, and that's why this strength meter is so important, because we can track what the SQ numbers are going to be, and also not just the SQ numbers but also the STR. We can forecast what it'll look like. I could even make a chart that will chart the forecast of each one of the double streets based on these figures, and it's a forecast that obviously is disrupted with any unique hit. If there's any, or not unique, any significant hit, like in other words a hit on the weakest number. If the weakest number does come in, it will alter the forecast. But if any number will alter the forecast, so that hits. But we can show the forecast for what it is, and we can avoid betting on double streets that have a negative forecast. Whether the forecast actually happens is like predicting the weather. Whether the weather actually comes to be, is another story. But not betting in a tail end of a streak when it has a negative forecast, that's just prudent. That's just the right thing to do. So anyway, I haven't made that chart. I'm doing it, manually with the figures. I'm just doing it in my head. But I can make something that will do it. But anyway, that's just something that I've been thinking of. Whether I'll actually do it or not is another story. Because right now, I'm basically doing it in my head. I'm forecasting using these figures, and it looks like we're gonna get taken over. No, okay, we're still waiting for a second PLE anyway. So I'm just not going to put a lot of analysis into this. Just keep spinning, and let's just get that second PLE. Okay, 26, 29. Okay, 1. We have a weak neighbor. It's not good. And our weak neighbor has a weak neighbor, and that's why. So, and we're trying to lift it up here. So, okay. Just waiting for that second PLE. The reason we get 2 PLEs is because there is going to be sleepers in a set of at least 12 sleepers, and so one double street's not enough. So if you have one double street with a PLE, that's not enough to show the weakest selections. It's not enough. And in the early session, it's like anything could go weak, more than in an established session. So this is why we need 2 of them, so that we can then say, okay, these are going to be the negative selections for the session, and we can adjust our play according to that. So that's all I'm doing, is getting that second PLE, and it adds to the safety factor of when we start to bet. There's already 2 PLEs on the board, so and it's not our selection. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing it this way. And we're on fire over here. But so was 13 to 18, and 4 to 9 apparently. But we've got the flow. Okay, we've got we are the cream of the crop here. See how long that lasts. I'm not going to waste time talking about it because I just need to spin. So let's just get the spin out of the way here. All right, and we're taking over. What happens is the sequence chooses, and you can just tell when it does. I mean, when it finally chooses, it pulls away from everything else. And right now I'm just going to state where I'm at, but it's a battle between these 3. So this is where we're at right now. We're battling it out. And see, we're not betting right now while it's battling. We're not going to bet. We're going to wait until it really does choose the king of the hill. And so that's what we're doing right now. Just keep spinning until this happens. Okay, and it looks like it's between these 2, and right now 4 to 9 has the better flow. So, and well, I don't know. I'll just stay where I am right. No, I'm not. I'm going to move over. Okay, and then now 4 to 9 is dominating. So I would expect that this is going to be king of the hill, at least for right now. So let's find out. 19. So keep spinning here. 33. Okay, now it's 44. Okay. Wow, so now it's 49. So, alrighty, still waiting for that second PLE. Okay. Yeah, this is looking a lot better now. 31 to 36. So, and that's what happens. It's just we keep seeing signs of the one it's going to choose until it is the one, And so this is what we're doing, and they're battling it out here. But it looks like 31 to 36 is winning. And not sure where the next PLE is going to be. Could be 25 to 30. It's what it looks like. Wow, 1 to 6 is heating up. That'd be nice if the 2 corners. So anyway, one to 6 has the flow. There it is. But it's only a 3 STR. So we could check it out and like predict and do all that stuff, but right now I just need to see a PLE. And then we can start figuring out how we're doing versus the rest of the board. Shucks. Okay, it's got the flow on us. We're declining, it's ascending. So it's not looking good for 31 to 36, but that's what we want. We want the corners to battle it out, you know? That's what we want. Because the corners are make the best King of the Hill. Because, like I said before, you know, it only has one street adjacent. And don't ask. I mean, you know, it's just a phenomenon. PLEs that occur with a neighbor affect our the neighboring selections, and most likely they're very soon to have a PLE themselves. It's like a creeping crud. It's like a disease. You know, when one half of your double street sleeps, most likely the other half's going to be sleeping pretty soon, as well. And it's just like a disease. And so 1 to 6 is taken over. Okay, we're still waiting for that PLE. And see what we can figure out where it's going to be. Okay, I was going to say 7 to 12, but I guess not. Otherwise, dang, it's hard to say, really. I don't know where it's going to be. I guess 13 to 18, maybe. And that's what it looks like, 13 to 18. 5. Okay. 5 again. Okay. No, not 13 to 18. Okay. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything unless it's 7 to 12. Could be 7 to 12 here. But 13 to 18 is looking so weak. Well, not anymore. Okay, 1 to 6 is pulling away. No, it's not. Nope. Where is it gonna be? My goodness. Man, it might be 31 to 36. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, it looks maybe it's 13 to 18 again. Okay. Wow, nice. Makes you want to bet, but I'm gonna wait. It's bettable, definitely bettable. I mean, she's definitely. It's got a strong. It's strong. So, you know, we won't see a PLE here. We're gonna see a hit before we see a PLE on it. 14. But unfortunately, it looks to be like it's going to be a later hit, which means its rating is going to go down a little bit. Which is unfortunate, and it's slipping now on the power, on the flow, it's slipping. Yep, it's slipping down. 7. 1. Then finally it hit. It gave back a lot of HS ratio on that. But anyway, we're looking for that PLE, so let's get going. Alright, that was nice. That's a 4 STR. You know, I'll watch the next time it heats up. I'll look to see if maybe I should bet on it. Um, but anyway, gonna keep spinning here. Gonna get that second PLE out of the way, or or if it heats up again. Well, it's not heating up. It's not heating up. It's a 3 STR. So, and now 31 to 36 has the flow, or at least more flow. 21, 20. I was gonna say 25 to 30 was looking pretty weak. 4. There we go. Okay. $13 to 18 has some flow to it, and it's starting to kick up. $30. Okay. $31 to 36 is also kicking up here. It's starting to catch up. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'll take that. It's got the nice flow, dominates the board. 5 STR. The strength, I'll go into it. This is the weakness right here. In 3 spins, it's going to lose 3 points. And so it's going to go down to a 9, and it's going to lose a number, so it'll go down to a 4 STR. But that's probably going to be kicking butt versus these 2 double streets here. And I don't know about 4 to 9. I wouldn't worry too much about it. So, you know, this is probably bettable right now, but, you know, I'm not going to bet. I'm just going to wait just to be sure. Oh my gosh, just took over. I'm going to stay with the flow, but oh no, I'll move over. It doesn't actually matter. I'm not betting, but this is why I don't bet, because weird things can happen with an unestablished session, and I want to see it established before I start betting. So the second PLE would be very nice, actually. And I think the reason we're not getting an established session is because it is the same reason we're not getting a PLE, where it's balanced. It's producing a more balanced output, which means it's spreading the hot numbers. It's dispersion. The hot numbers are being dispersed throughout the different selections. And we're waiting for the focus. We're waiting for the inevitable focus. So just gonna keep spinning here. Okay. It's a battle. There we go. Now it's starting. Let's see if it can get the edge. 17. 1. There we go. Now it's starting to pull away. Okay. Yeah, if it heats up, I'll probably just bet, not wait for the second PLE. But see, the thing is, they're connected. Like the focus is going to cause a PLE somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, the neighbor 1 to 6, the neighbor of 1 to 6 is stronger than the neighbor of 31 to 36. So I'm liking 1 to 6 a lot better, a whole lot better. Okay, it's maintaining its distance, which is good. All we need is a couple more hits. Yeah, one more actually. And it's now a 4 STR. This is probably bettable. This is probably a bettable situation. Look at the flow number. It's at 15. It's got total dominance over the whole board. 22 to 27 is its only rival. But it's weak. It's really weak. It's going to lose 5 points quickly. It's going to lose this flow very fast, unless number 6 comes in, or number 1. We need 1 or 6 to come in to interrupt this weakness. It wouldn't hurt to get number 5 to come in. That wouldn't hurt. But anyway, let's keep spinning here. It's not quite at the distance I need it to be, and because it's so weak, I'm not going to bet. I wouldn't bet a 4 STR with this weakness, by no means. Because what it's going to end up being is a 2 STR. It's going to totally suck. I'm not going to do it. And there it is. I mean, well, one more. We got 3 more spins left. Alright, well the 5 came in, so that helps a little, but it's still going to lose. It's still not bettable. It is 5 spins away now. 5 hits away. Wow. 1 came in. The 1 came in? Is that what happened? No, the 2. It was the 2. Okay, the 2 came in. Alright. Well, anyway, we just had a PLE. Alright, at the same time that we heated up. Alright, so what do we have? Oh, shoot. Both of these double streets fell at the same time. Check that out. It's this whole section of the board. These 9 numbers all fell out at the same time. That is awesome. That whole section of the board from 13 to 22 to 24. That's dozen 2. Just all fell out. You know, okay, so we had a couple on the edge. But anyway, that was pretty fantastic. Now, we are very weak, extremely weak. 1 spin, and we're losing 2 points. It's going to bring us down to 12, which is still a dominance. But it's also going to bring us down to a 4 STR. So the question is, how are we doing versus the other 4 STRs on the board? Well, first of all, let's find out what ours will be. It's 5, 7, and 1. There's no way it's going to be beaten. There's just no way. Nope, nope, nope. And on the flow, there's nothing. All right, so this is totally bettable. 288 spins. Generally, it's like between 100 and 300 spins before solidity is gained. We now have our 2 PLEs, and we have a distance of 6 spins, which is exactly what we needed. 6 spins is a full expectation, 37 spin expectation cycle for a double street. And so this is the time to bet. And I've kind of demonstrated a bit. I mean, I could end the video here real quickly. So anyway, I'm going to bet 1/2 unit from the sun deck, and this should, I mean, I'm expecting an updraft here. Well, yeah, because of the flow. So anyway, okay, number 7. And you see we dropped to a 3 STR. This is a maintenance hit. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a PLE recovery hit. Same thing, I guess. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now we're still at a 3 STR because it wasn't one of the unique numbers, number 6 or 1. And our weakness is down to 10. We can't be beat here, so I'm going to keep going. This is the strongest versus the whole board, the selection that we're on. So this is why that's how I like to bet. I like to bet with the strongest of all. If there's our opponents, if I can demonstrate strength in our opponents that's greater than ours, then I won't bet. And I like to I don't bet on a tail end of a streak. And so 31 to 36 has just heated up on us. So now we're going to double. Okay, we're still maintaining flow dominance because our numbers haven't dropped off. But we didn't get expectation, and we did get a hit close to expectation, and we've maintained our distance, so that's awesome, and that's how it works. Um, okay, this is, I mean, a distance of 6 hits over our opponents is profitable. I mean, it is. It just has to. It is. It's. Um, this is RNG bias, and we're dominating the board. This is the queen of the hill, and it's so cool how the two corners were battling it out. It's so awesome. So anyway, I'm very strong. I'll go ahead and check out. Yeah, it's gonna lose 3 points in one spin. It's in two spins. Two spins. It's gonna lose 3 points and a number. It's going to go down to a 2 STR, and then 5 spins later it loses 5 more points. It's going to go into the dumps. Okay, so, and we're going to maintain dominance, so I'm not even worried. 28 to 33 is just as bad. There it is, just as bad. 20 and 21. I don't even have anything in the 20s. I mean, I'm just like total dominance. So I am going to continue to bet here. This is a very strong 4 STR. See, now I can tell the strength of an STR rating. That's why I have the strength meter, because I can just look at it and see how strong our selection is. Now, because there are weak, you can have like even a 6 STR that is weak. I mean, it's not weak in its distribution. All 6 numbers are active, but it's likely to become a weak selection, and other selections will become stronger. And that's the problem. If our selection becomes weak, the other ones become stronger. And that's how we get PLEs, and it's how we can avoid PLEs, because it's my assertion that PLEs will take place more often than not, over 50% more often on a weak selection. And that's all we need for an edge. Is over 50% occurrence. So, okay, we're maintaining our distance. Okay, we have a 14 and a 15. So, I gotta hit pretty fast. I'll check through as a 24. Okay, and then it shares a 24 there and a 23. He has a 20 and a 23. See, they're all going in the dust. And they're all 4 STRs, so I don't have to worry about a backlash. Like, for instance, if any of these were a 5 STR, that's a whole different ball of wax than they're all 4s. And on the flow, meh. I mean, maybe we could look at 7 to 12 just for ducks, but yeah, it's a medium strength. It's in its medium state, but it's only a 3 STR, so I have STR dominance, so I'm not worried. And 1 to 6, so let's keep going. We have a pretty strong 4 STR here. It's the strongest, put it that way. Okay, that's a maintenance hit. All right, it got its hit. I wonder if it was the right number. And it just lost. It wasn't the right number. Okay, so that's what happened. It declined, but now it's stronger than we anticipated, than we forecasted. It's stronger. But our internal strength counts. We're very strong, so we're going to maintain flow, and we've got the flow on this, and so that's why I'm betting this. We're going to maintain strength. And now here comes expectation. Okay. Wow, our neighbor's catching up and has flow. All right. Not bad. So we've got 603.52. So we've increased our flow figure, but we lost a step um, due to an aggressive move by the Queen of the Hill. We lost a bit of a step here. Um, Take a look at our strength meter. See, now we're weak and weak, and we're going to lose in basically in 6 spins. No, I'm sorry, in 4 spins, 4 and 5 spins, we're going to lose 2 points, which is not that much. But the problem is we're going to lose two numbers, and that means we're going to go down to a 3 STR. So I'm not going to mess with it. And we could get a hit, but I don't care. I'm not. This is a weak 5 STR, so I'm not going to bet it. I'm just going to let it go, and I expect to go long in the progression. Okay, doesn't mean it's going to happen that way, but that's what I'm expecting. You know, it's like a weather forecaster. Seriously, they're not absolutely 100% certain, really. And that's what the software is. It's like the Doppler radar. You know what I mean? It's like technology that is used to help forecast the weather. Okay, and we're going late in the progression. We're not late, okay, but we're on the march now. So I mean, and I expected that's what it was going to be. And there it is, 31 to 36, striking back. The Empire strikes back, and we just got surpassed. Okay, now I can take an advantage. Oh, it just hit. Well, unfortunate. But anyway, let me just take a look around. 16 and 21. Well, we're very weak. We're very weak. So this, oh man, and it's actually going to be a battle here. So I guess I'll keep recording because this has happened. So let's see how it's going to resolve on this video. Things have gotten a little bit tighter. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, pretty much have flow. We are still weak. Yeah, I'm not going to bet here. It's a weak 4 STR. So I'm not going to bet. And let's just spin through here. See what happens. And a nice flow figure, but the flow by itself is not enough. You need the flow and STR. And same thing with STR. STR itself is not enough. You want the STR and the flow. So anyway, this is now on fire. I think STR is stronger than the flow in as far as strength goes, because the STR is the distribution of how many active numbers you have in the selection, and I think that that distribution is what provides the most solidity when you have the most active numbers working for you, because slow numbers are we're weak. Slow numbers are more likely to be slow, so we want active numbers in our selection, and the more we have, the stronger our selection is. The more likely we're going to have an updraft, and the less likely it is we'll get a PLE, and that's what we want. And when we bet, okay, we dropped. See, we dropped. So, and that's how we avoid PLEs, is by not betting with weak selections. And it pays off big time when you dodge a PLE, because when you dodge a PLE, you are saving all your profit. All your profit is saved, and you're not risking your profit at all, because you know what I'm saying. Like, because if you once you hit a loss, that's a vulnerability in your system, and because then if you get a successive loss, a loss after that loss, then your debt is grown even greater, and you have more risk. Okay, but if you avoid a PLE, you avoid all of that additional risk. You don't have to recover anything, and the profit that you accrued is safe. It's not in jeopardy. So that's why avoiding a PLE is so important. Okay. So it looks like 1 to 6. I mean, they're both falling off, but looks like 1 to 6 is regaining ground here, I think, or maybe not. Oh no, now they're tied again. Well, it's, I wish 31 to 36 would drop off. That would help me out a lot. Because this is what keeps the HS ratios depressed, is these battles, these rival princess. Those keep the HS ratios down. So, yep. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. But obviously 1 to 6 is stronger. I mean, it is. It's the better selection. And hopefully 28 to 33 will have a PLE soon. It's depressed by its neighbor, and that's why it's negative. The half of its street is being shared by this monster. Yeah, and I want to, and this is right next to it. So I mean, this is the king. These are the king goats right here. This is the king goat. This is the queen goat. They're fighting it out, I guess. But then, 25 to 30 is looking really bad. So this is where the sleepers are. They're in this portion of the board, this section and this section, and part of it is this street right here. And hopefully that is going to really negatively affect this rival princess is hopefully going to fall off because of that. So anyway, waiting for our selection to come up out of the doldrums here. We can see it has 2 numbers that are active, only 2, and they hit 8 and 10 spins ago. This is hit 4 times in a row within 27 spins. This has hit once only within 27 spins. Everything else is asleep. This has slept for 66 spins, 88 spins, 30 spins, 49 spins. So we're waiting for these numbers to cycle back. In the king of, whoa, I just realized something. 31 and 36 has taken over. All right, so we got a flow. We have total dominance. We have a 5 STR, and nothing on the board compares. And we do have a weakness in this number. It's going to lose a point. It'll bring us down to 9. Okay, that's still flow dominance. It's also going to let's see what else. It's going to lose a number, which will make it a 4 STR. Okay, so if we compare versus 25 to 30, ouch, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's good. And this one, medium strength. Yeah. Well, this monstrosity over here. Let's look how strong it is. 4, 7, 0, and 8. Shocks. That's scary. Well, I got these 2 covered. I'm gonna go for it. Based on the flow, and the STR combination. This is sort of a compromised 5 STR, but it's a strong 4. It's at least a medium strong 4 STR. This one is a stronger 4 STR. So, but these are weaker. So because it only has one opponent like this, I'm gonna go for it. And it's not the ideal betting situation, but it's bettable, so I'm gonna do it. All right. Let's see if that was a crucial number or not. 57. And it was. It was. No, that was number 31, which is this number right here. That now made us totally superior to everything on the board. So this is, and I'm not going to bet a full unit. I'm going to go with a half unit. But this is a strong selection now. We have total dominance. So I'm happy. Okay. 7. 16. Yep. 7. Huh. Queen of the Hill and Rival Princess over there. Maintenance hits. Oh, our neighbor's on fire. That's because 25 to 30 just caught on fire. So, all right, and we didn't get expectation. Oh shucks, I have to. Okay, I have to count now. 31, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I need to be doubling my chips here for one final bet. I forgot to raise. Number 9. Okay, well there it is, starting its own little rebellion over there. We're still strong, still have full dominance because we have a strong selection, but it's about to fall off. We're going to lose a point and a number. We're going to go down to 4 STRs. So, but we held strength for a good long time, which is why I'm betting. And here's the second bet. 5. Okay, we dropped. There's our number. We still have flow dominance. We're a strong 4 STR internally. Again, we're going to drop off, but within, I mean, we should be getting a hit before this drops off. So, okay, now we're in the March. And there it is. Okay, so that's I mean, obviously, we still have a battle here between 4 to 9 and 31 to 36, and even still 1 to 6. So that battle is still going on. We are a very weak 5 STR here. Not very weak, but I mean, in less than expectation, we're going to lose 3 numbers and go down to a 3 STR. So I'm definitely not going to bet this. I mean, if we get a hit, great, but I'm not going to bet. I'm expecting us to fail. Yep, there we go. Oh my. Oh wow. There's our enemy, Rival Princess. Yeah, it's probably going to take it back. I was going to say it's going to take it back. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that. And I'm not going to. I don't think should be betting here. I don't think. This would be incredible if I decided to bet here. I mean, it's 13, 16, and 11. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's a weak. I mean, there's too much competition on the board, so I'm not gonna bet. And that's so cool now that I can check and really see. It's not just a blind STR rating anymore. It's now I got the SQ figures, which is what this strength meter is. It's a breakdown of the it's a breakdown of the flow. If this has 8, it'll show you what the 8 is. See, this is if you add these up, 2 and 1 and 3 and 2 is 8. It can tell you exactly what the numbers are. It's the same data that's on this screen over here, but why switch back and forth all the time? You get nuts having to do that. I can see it right in front of me. It's very clear. I know my internal strength, and I can check the strength of any of the. I can just stay on this board and move the cursor, and check the strength of every other selection. So I mean that's what I like about it. And I guess, I mean, I know we have an unresolved conflict, but I should end the video for brevity's sake. We're going to hit hard times here. Coming up soon, hard times, if we don't get a hit. It's coming. Hard times are coming. Yep, here we go. One more spin. And we missed. Alrighty, so there we go. We're now dominated. So let's just get this hit. Oh, actually, yeah, but look at that flow. It's terrible. And the negative neighbor, it's actually taken over. See how the HS ratios are depressed? They're not at spin 411. We should have higher. It's because of this battle. And the only way to get past it is to spin through. Because we don't want to be just betting numbers at random. You know, we want a long-term bias. We want to work with the long-term bias. And when we have dispersion and the numbers are spread out, what can you do? I mean, you if you bet, you're risking. It's riskier to be betting. Oh man, this is like a board-wide depression here. It kind of sucks because I have to. In order to resolve it, I have to make the video longer, you know, and it's like, you know, I don't want to sit here and make a 1 hour video all the time. So, yeah, this is really bad. We're getting hammered. The whole board is hammering us, depressing our rating. All of the bias selections are depressed at the same time. So. Okay, there's a hit. Alright, well, I'm going to spin through this on my own to get this to resolve. My prediction is that one of these are going to win out over this is going to fall. This one's going to have a PLE, and hopefully 1 to 6 has a better flow right now, so I'm just going to say it'll be 1 to 6. It'll be King of the Hill. You'll see on the report when I report it on the forum which one won. I don't have to put it on the video, but I mean you got an idea of the strength meter. So that should be helpful. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.